Anybody have any last lingering questions?
Any last words?
That's what I thought you were gonna say. I was actually like, oh, okay. uh,
Might jumpy, aren't we?
oh, God. Yeah. No, no question.
All right. And other than Marco, everybody's got an NPC. You will be assigned one. His name will be Russell. He will be your carriage driver.
Aw.
Carriage driver
Alrighty.
and emergency food.
If you say so. Which I do have a clarifying question I need to ask you before we start.
Yep.
Daylight.
That is a very good question, considering that I don't think it's ever actually addressed in the show.
Did you take?
Because there are
Yeah.
two trains of thought for that. Either A, ouch, or B, you become powerless. And you can walk
I
in
vote
daylight.
B.
But the
Yep,
question
yep.
is, which one you feeling?
Mm, oh goodness. I'm doing it real quick. No.
No worries.
Canonically, vampires are weak to the sunlight in the show. So sunlight weak. It's ouchies.
So damage.
Yep. Along with fire, holy water,
checking.
and yeah.
Oh, the rest I
Fire and
got.
holy water.
That
thing.
one I just wanted to make sure on because there are literal spells for sunlight. So I just want to check.
I've got spells to deal with that, right? I put spells in there, like fog cloud.
Yeah. Anyways, moving on. So,
Well, shit. Now I know what you're doing, JD.
it's got nothing to do with me, my friend. Enjoy. So, it is been a week of the worst weather that you have seen in Faerun for a long time. Any of you. However, little bad weather has never stopped any of you from doing anything. So, you've all traveled for a convention or a meeting or some kind of gathering that you're unsure of, but have been invited to. Who would like to arrive first?
I think it makes sense for me to be there.
You are already there, for sure.
Cool.
Who believes himself a punctual villain?
I am for sure, but that again, moot point.
That is hilarious. Actually,
All right.
it would probably be me.
Okay. So, you and your companion arrive to this large, not so dilapidated manor, but more just abandoned. It's very nicely put together. It has not been cleaned in a while. However, there is a nice roundabout out front that your carriage pulls around. Both hop off, and I assume approach the door.
Her heels click along the ground, and a minute later, she would just kick the door in to open it.
All right. You have plenty of strength. I'm not going to make you roll for it.
Okay.
However, I do want the first roll to be a roll a d20.
Oh, great.
Just tell me what you get.
8.
Cool. What kind of shoes you wearing?
They're boot heels.
What kind of heel do they have?
A spiked heel.
Yeah, that snaps off.
No. All right. Fine. She stumbles a bit. Oh, fuck. Shit. Okay. Go, Ronnie, come here. Kind of puts a hand on his shoulder.
On the other side of the door, a being is the best way to put them, is standing there awaiting you. As he was about to open the door anyways for you. This describe your companion, Liza.
Which one?
Oh, what?
Little one or big
Big one.
one? Big one?
Mhm.
Okay, what you see as the door opens is a tall, broad-shouldered, like inverted pyramid of a being type thing, right? Like broad shoulders down to shorter feet.
Body goals.
There is. He's kind of shrouded in shadow first, but if you take a close enough look, you would see that there are stitch marks across his face and across various pieces of skin where he has been sewn together. Eyes completely bloodshot. One of them is bulging a little bit, and giving very much like Lurch vibes, but uglier in that sense. So
He kind of looks to both of you with looking up from his still height, essentially, but still hunched, and looks up kind of at the side of you and just and points up towards the stairwell.
Oh.
As you walk in, beautifully laid wood floors and a single staircase in the middle that goes up and splits to two sides.
Oh, which way did he point?
Just up the middle of the stairs.
Okay. She would kind of do one of these walking steps now that she has half a heel broken. All right, here we go. She'll head up the stairs.
Does she see you or not? Liza.
not yet, I don't think.
Okay. I would imagine immediately after will be Dracula. Given that your driver is very, very on time.
Dracula's just gonna get out, put on his cloak, and casually just walk in.
From over your shoulder, you hear behind you at the carriage kind of the voice trailing as he was about to try to get down and help open the door for you. And all right, sir, I'll see you out here when you get back.
Hand up,
Right.
be gone.
Very well then, sir. And he goes back and takes the carriage off and goes to take care of the horses. As you're approaching, the door is currently open, hanging by one hinge, trying to keep itself together. And you are met with the same construct of a man in front of you.
I'm going to examine this work of art, this grotesque masterpiece. I'm intrigued, but I'm going to try to walk past him.
He gives you the same kind of treatment where he kind of pulls his arm back and points towards the stairwell as well.
I just nod and I keep walking.
All right. Who's next?
Oh, it's gonna have to be Allie.
It's gonna be me. All right. It would be Tara. Tara would be next.
All right. Your carriage kind of pulls around. It's been a bumpy ride. It's been miserable. It has not been anything good. You are probably nearing it's nighttime currently, so its sun has been down for about an hour, maybe two at this point, max. So you're probably past your bedtime at this point. where you would normally stop for some kind of a sleep. I think we're here.
Oh my god. Look at the door.
Where's the repairman when you need one? Ugh.
Like, do we have to open the door ourselves or
It,
this?
it's already open.
Oh. Duh. And then she would just like smack her shoulder. Just be like, keep it together.
Right. And you're met with this grotesque golem of a construct in front of you.
Oh, doesn't he remind you of your ex-boyfriend? She like could just keep like walk past him too, kind of ignoring him, but
Okay, his arm's already up. He's not even just pointing towards the stairwell. Your NPC companion walks by and, oh, maybe. Kind of keeps going. Last but not least,
First important questions. How many floors is this building?
2, maybe 3.
A lot of windows? Only a few?
From what you can tell, the building itself is kind of working its way up to the edge of a cliff, and it looks like a lot of the front that you can see there are an average amount of windows, not necessarily too many. It's not like blacked out. From what you can probably gather from any other building you've seen, most of the windows are going to be on the other side, going for the view out towards the water.
How many egress points of doors?
Plenty.
I'll look over at my companion. Doesn't seem like a trap. I
You
guess
were
we
concerned
go.
there was before.
I'm sorry, what was it you just said?
You were concerned it was before.
Can't be too concerned, darling. You know, my life has been threatened once or twice.
Do you feel like anyone here could actually take that life?
Haven't met any of these people yet, so what's wrong with being cautious?
I guess that's fair. Well, after you, darling.
And we'll approach.
Yep, and you approach to, like I said, a broken ass half front door and a large construct.
And I would have already seen the hand pointing because I was watching closely of everyone's entrance. Like,
Yep.
I think
But he only sees you approaching at that point where the hen points up the stairs.
I think once everyone is assembled, I would quietly come out from another room where I've been watching everyone, but I'm not going to say anything yet, so I'm just watching their interactions as I step in.
For sure. So as you all approach the stairwell, whether you go left or right, they kind of go off to the side and then wrap around a little bit, and most of the rooms are kind of to the sides or front. Would you have picked a room or an open area for this meeting, Liza?
Based on what you described, I imagine like that top of the stairwell then is more like the foyer, right? Like that's the meeting place. And then I would lead them into a room where perhaps I had some schematics or something that I was thinking of things. So room.
Essentially, the stairwell is kind of towards like the back of the manor, essentially. And when it goes up, that's a lot of windows that overlook the water and give you a view of that area. And then it comes back towards the front of the house where all the rooms and stuff are.
So yeah, I guess once I step out, what you guys see is the exact opposite of the being that greeted you at the door. This is a man dressed very properly, like suit, tie, right? Like black, looks very gaunt, very sunken. He looks like he probably hasn't slept in a week or he's very ill in health. But is, like I said, very well kept anyway, like hair done and everything. But he will step out and he goes, "Guests, you've arrived. I see you all have my invitation. Welcome. I am Dr. Vincent Franklin. You may call me Doctor."
Well,
Doctor of what?
I'm a physician.
Noted.
I bet that means he has money.
Hmm.
I've been feeling a little sick recently. Maybe you could give me a checkup.
Perhaps there will be time for that later.
Hmm.
We have reason to assemble. This way, please. Igor.
Stumbles over, opens the door. There.
I'll lead the way in to a table where there's like seats, candles on it, right? Wolves howling in the background. Rhea!
Proceed as you all like.
So, I have invited all of you here to discuss a matter of what I believe is great importance. All of us have been struggling to seize dominion over what we envision for the future of Faerun. I believe together we can do some good, as it were. You all are at least intrigued, or you would not be here. Wine? And I'll start pouring wine
Yes.
for everybody.
Well, this is quite an intimate setting. What exactly do we mean by good?
Perhaps we'll start with how your definition of it is. What to you would be a good world?
Dominance.
Over
All of them?
beings, creatures. Okay. And you? I turn to Terabelle. Your idea of a perfect world?
Perfect world. Probably somewhere bright and sandy, surrounded by enormous piles of money.
Interesting.
I didn't prepare.
No. You're totally good. I love that answer for Terabelle. This is just Victor being the pretentious aristocrat that he is.
I mean, like, there was this one summer where we went to the other coasts of Faerun and, like, I don't know, it was kind of nice there.
So you seek power, specifically in the monetary type.
Duh.
And I will set down a glass of wine in front of you as well. And either of you?
Terabelle would, like, sniff it, but not drink it.
Oh, right. Okay. Hang on. And Gretchen will pick it up and give it a sip and puts it down. Well, I'm not dead.
You think that I would poison you? I invited you here. You are my honored guests.
There's always the chance. Better safe than. And she like looks over at your companion and than that.
Fair. Let me reassure you that they were dead before they were reassembled. I would not actively seek to harm any of you. In fact, I seek to unite our purpose. I believe we want similar but aligned things.
So you created that golem.
Indeed.
And you did it without any sort of magic.
Would not say that.
Interesting. Dr. Franklin, you said.
Yes.
Hmm.
And you are Lord Dracula, I assume.
Count Vlad Dracula Tepish.
What makes one a count exactly?
If you have to ask, you never will know.
Or maybe I'll just take it for myself.
Might we just get to the point?
Dracula just shoots red eyes at you, full of like loathing.
She just winks at you.
I believe my point was stated. I seek to know what each one of you want, so how we can better align to thwart these troublesome heroes that stand in our way. You
Well,
have
I'm
yet to answer the
definitely
question.
open to hear your plan.
First, I would appreciate hearing everyone's contribution, what it is they seek. I look pointedly at a name whose I cannot remember for Kara.
Kuvira.
What is it?
Kuvira.
Kuvira.
Okay.
General Kuvira.
So we have a general, count, a doctor, and Madame's Terabelle, and are you calling yourself Tammy, or?
It's Tammy Swanson. You can call me Tammy too, though.
Tammy too. Well, please, let us sit. I have prepared, well, I have not prepared it, but I have had some food prepared for you. We can partake after your journey and then discuss the future of Faerun. And I will kind of like snap and gesture, and my flesh servant will carry out some very moldy cheese and bread.
Are there windows in this room?
Yep.
Just the one door?
Nope. 3. One out one side, one the one you came in, and one out to a balcony.
So my proposition is this. I seek to control dominion over life and death itself. We have one amongst us who has already found his purpose in there, but seeks, and I look to Dracula, prompting him to share what it is he is after.
I seek the eradication of a virus, a plague, a scourge on my nation. And once that's completed, the world.
Are you going to expand on that, what the virus is?
No.
Wonderful.
I
You
believe.
have mentioned that you want to unite us, but how do you expect to do that? That is something that I have tried with my own people, and I was labeled a tyrant because I made hard choices.
I believe we've all been labeled tyrants for the very same reason, or other slanderous terms.
My people love me. I don't know what you all did to your people, but
This is
Well, you
exactly.
see Gretchen behind her, just like,
This is precisely why I mean to bring us together, though. We can learn from each other. Terabel.
Dracula rolls his eyes.
Terabel, you lead your people with a. Let's see. Firm yet understanding hand. Some of us are
oh,
not so lucky.
is that ah? Yes.
What is it each one of you would seek to... Let me rephrase this. Is there one thing that you would seek an alternate opinion in? Perhaps someone at this table can offer it. Any of you. Any part of your quest that needs fixing other than perhaps to eradicate the virus of heroicism. Fucking words today.
Heroism.
You know, my people, they love me, and I love them for it. You know what I hate more than anything? An underdog. I just can't seem to get rid of them.
Yeah, no, I hate underdogs too.
There's definitely a silence.
Yeah. I think part of this is just very awkward. Like, we're all just kind of assessing one another. Like, my eyes have been, like, giving you guys the, like, digital scan, essentially, of who you are and assessing your beings as we go through. I didn't actually prepare, like, a whole plan. That's the problem. I just invited you guys here.
Okay. So we're all here. We want to get rid of the heroes. Or, put them under our feet, in our beds, whatever. Look, we're all here for the same reason. And, well, some of us. You, I think you're just wanting to get rid of everyone that's not like you, which, speciesism, whatever. Anyways, what do we want to accomplish as a group?
This is...
Getting rid of the heroes, right?
Yes, but I believe we can start one place and broaden our scope. There is a tower in Waterdeep that possesses artifacts of great power, and
Really?
within that, I think we can acquire the means to further our goals elsewhere. But that begins with taking Waterdeep. Its riches, its people, its lives, its homes, whatever it is that you want, we start there.
This straight. You want to take all of Waterdeep?
Oh, baby, I've already taken Waterdeep.
I'm sure you have.
The body roll.
She
made
does
it.
that too.
Yeah.
She's like,
Is that
Remember,
your grand plan?
it was only a handful of people that took Ba Sing Se.
It was less organized, if you remember.
So organize it.
I apologize. Continue.
With our commanding officers, we can seek to do some recruiting. Within Waterdeep, I know that there is individuals who can be applied to our cause, people who can be otherwise persuaded to see things our way. From there, we access the artifacts, and from there, we take down the mages, and so on and so on and so on. And as he starts explaining himself, given that he is not really explaining himself at all, he seems annoyed that he has to, like, continue to do so. Like, I know, like, out of character, I haven't given you guys anything. He expects you to catch up like that.
Mm-hmm.
So we take Waterdeep and then Faerun. And then
The plains,
just-
if you'd like. The Feywild. Hell. The ethereal plane.
Well, I'm in.
Do you realize how much it takes to keep control of such areas?
That is why I seek the artifacts. They would not be locked in the Black Tower if they were not of significant importance and power. The ability to do that.
And how exactly do you know of these artifacts?
I'm a learned man. I have done a great amount of studying in my craft, and it has been my life's work to seek out artifacts of significant importance.
oh,
what is
so
it-
you're like one of those book types.
In a way, yes.
I used to run a library. So what is it you actually want out of this yourself?
Immortality.
That's right, you did say that. I was listening.
What would you do with immortality?
I would live.
How would you live?
Better than I am now.
Can I get a feel for how, I guess, alive Victor is?
I was gonna say I want to investigate with that response of like looking more closely at the doctor as well.
Roll medicine checks.
And Dracula is a learned man, so he will. What did I give him for that score? Ooh, +5. +5 would only work if I got something good. I got a 2, so that's a 7. It's too dark for me to actually see anything. God, I wish I had luck.
Does a 12 come up to being enough to discover what kind of condition Victor's in?
Hold on. I'm gonna roll. No. I got a 16 you had to beat to understand. That was my deception.
So, from what you both can tell, either somebody is doing a very good job of hiding how healthy they are, or they're fine.
Look, you mentioned you seek to clear a virus. Our world is full of them. I seek also to get ahead of that.
Perhaps we can come to an understanding.
That is the goal, sir.
I assume you have a first step in mind in calling this meeting together and all.
But of course, I think first we have to organize some of our minions, as it were. You have all brought with you your second in commands, and I would not dare to suggest that they be the sacrificial lambs in this endeavor. We do need, however, people within Waterdeep to begin seeking others to our cause. I have a few individuals I would reach out to begin planting the seeds of our victory. I would only ask that you do the same.
You want to send my Ronnie baby into Waterdeep ahead of me?
Your Ronnie baby is yours to command. I would never dare suggest I knew what was best for your people. Only that we need folks on the inside.
So you want to send them to the tower?
To begin scouting it, yes. Learn the guard rotation, learn the arcane mechanisms that keep it secure.
Oh, you don't think we could just find somebody who already knows that information?
We could. Do you know
'Cause that
somebody
seems
in
like it would-
Waterdeep who knows that information?
Well, not yet, but like, would it be hard?
Perhaps not. But that would require one of us to go to Waterdeep first.
Hmm.
I vote him. She points at the Count.
He doesn't seem like much of a people's person.
Exactly. So they're not going to approach him.
But if we need to bring people to our cause, there's an
Was-
obvious first choice.
It wouldn't be
The
him
count
going
just
to-
what's the word I'm looking for? He scoffs at the word people.
It would be whatever his little minion is over there.
His carriage driver.
Yes.
You would send a carriage driver to do villain's work.
Did he even come in with me? I thought I left him
He's
outside.
a count. He's a count.
He's outside.
I'm sure he trusts this man. If he thinks all of us are the virus. He wants to do away with everyone that's not like him. If he trusts the carriage driver, I imagine he's got to have some kind of skills.
Who said I wanted to get rid of everyone not like me?
Well, you didn't fill in the blanks, so I did it for you.
Presumptuous.
Well, I read a lot of books. I work in a library. I'm pretty smart.
Is she wrong, Count Tepish?
She is.
Perhaps you care to enlighten us and correct
Franklin,
damage.
I'm
Yeah,
interested
prove it.
in the knowledge you have, to which I would like to trade knowledge. I'm something of a learned person myself.
Boring.
Agreed.
There will be time for such
Silence.
exchanges.
As Dracula says silence, I cast Thaumaturgy, and invisible hand flies to the window and slams it, or starts shaking it, the shutters.
Ooh, scary.
Oh.
Not even a little fetch.
Dracula just looks at you. I have seen this for centuries. It has never worked. Stop trying to make fetch work. I'll kill. If I have to rip out the throat of every person who says fetch again, I will.
Jeez.
Yeah, if you want to silence us, you're going to have to make us.
Please, guests, this is a tough thing to unite us, as Quivira has mentioned, but I still think it can be done. Count, there is time for us to exchange information, trust me, but I think Terabelle makes a very good point. At our table, there are obvious choices as to people who can venture forth first to start recruiting. Ms. Bell, are you amenable to the idea?
I've been seeking to increase my philanthropic contributions recently, so of
I
course.
roll.
How charitable.
You know, there are less fortunate than I. So
Victor just looks, or Vincent looks like he has, like, sucked down a lemon. Like, that you would be helping him out because he is less fortunate than you is what he has picked up on. Yeah, which is great. But he definitely is just, like, pursed. Like, mm-hmm.
So you want to send someone to gather intel, is that correct?
I believe it is a good first step. Undermine the guilds of Waterdeep, start there, and expand.
Atar? Is that something you'd be
Yes.
willing to do?
It's not beyond my wheelhouse, no.
You are good with gathering information.
Thank you.
But I will not force you.
It shall be done. Now, as much as I find this meeting amusing, General, I feel like if we want to get back to town before daylight, we should probably be leaving soon, given this weather.
You are correct.
Unless you planned on staying here.
There are rooms available. They are a bit drafty. This was meant to be a meeting point and is not exactly where I live. However, it is off their radar, which is important.
I thought the aesthetic didn't quite suit you.
No.
Anybody with a passive above 10 can literally hear rain hitting the floor in the next room.
Well, I have procured, and I will pull out like a pamphlet of just like a little few notes, some things, some recommendations, like names highlighted, specific things. And then I will pass each of you out copies. You can take this with you, consider it, destroy it when you are finished, and then we can perhaps reconvene in a fortnight. Agreed?
Reconvene where?
Since my meeting choice seemed to be of an inconvenience, perhaps you would like to choose.
I'm not familiar with the area.
It could be any area.
Okay,
Consider
you
it
want
an
the,
olive branch, a token of trust. You gave me enough to come here. I'd be willing to give you enough to go where you deem appropriate.
In all honesty, we can just say you pick somewhere.
I want to know exactly the location of where it's going to be. No, I'm just kidding.
Batar kind of
Ask
just adjusts the
Katla.
table. Like, yeah,
No.
Westbridge. No, anyway.
Yes.
Westbridge.
Don't
you
bring
touch
this hell
the
upon them.
We're all going to be fighting our villains here in the next session.
Those pesky ass heroes you guys are talking about? Anyway.
I think Vincent stands up at that point. The doctor stands up, kind of like straightens his jacket and everything, and lifts his wine glass. To those who rest in the shadows, then.
Mm. And to those dirty deeds in the shadows.
And I take a sip.
Can I watch to see if everyone actually sips from their glass?
Everybody that does. And you also watched Gretchen taste it already to make sure.
Well, this has been most helpful. I appreciate you all and your willingness to hear me out.
Thank you, Doctor.
Miss Tammy.
All right.
Just-
No, go ahead. Please.
No, she was just gonna uncross her legs widely, stand up, and put her hand down and pat. Come on, Rani.
Okay, follows along.
She'll exit.
Alrighty. I'm going to assume everybody's kind of doing the same. So, I'm missing music. Son of a...
This is going great.
Let's be real though, if we came in with like new heroes, would it have been any less awkward of a get to go like heroes don't actually trust each other out of the gate either. So.
I just
I
realized
feel
you have
we
like
could have worked it through more.
you have like a full apron on, like a.
I'm wearing like a full
That is-
butcher's apron.
Yes, that is so badass.
These got too hot, but I was trying to wear them through.
And
partway
those
too,
gloves,
yes.
hell yes, so cool.
I'm gonna commit some murders.
Like I want to fling like blood at you. That is so cool looking.
Well, I was
probably
telling
didn't sound
JD.
Where would you get the blood to fling at her?
Well, hear me
I
out.
have many questions.
I have a costume change plan if I die. So.
Yes.
I kind of want to just so you guys can see it.
We'll make it happen.
All right. So all of you gather into your carriages. I'm going to say you probably all like basically caravanning in a line at this point, so you all left at the same time. And as you're making your way, would anybody specifically be the last person to leave?
Well,
Okay.
it depends. Is it sunlight?
No, it is night. It is currently
Okay.
at best like 3 hours into the night.
Okay.
Okay.
So Kuvira, right? You raised your hand.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Should be last. Would you be under a covered carriage or would you be up front with Baltar? Or Bartar? Baltar? Bartar? Whatever.
Batar.
Batar.
Oh, I'd be up front.
Okay. So as the carriages are moving along, it's still miserable going along. Suddenly, as you're going along, I don't know if you've ever driven in rain like this where it just stops. Almost like you hit a wall.
Mm-hmm.
It's a few more minutes go by. The rain has cleared up, but the darkness hasn't. It is still completely pitch black. He reaches over and lights a torch on one side of the cart so you get some light. And as he's doing so, he turns around, looks back, looks over at you. I don't know if you've ever seen anything like this before, but... And he points behind you. And as you look, maybe 20 feet behind the carriage is a wall of fog that you can't see through.
This is not looking great.
Hmm. Up front, if we could pick up the pace a little, that would be fantastic.
Okay, yeah. She would, Ronnie would look back for a moment and then, yeah.
All right. Dracula, I'm going to imagine covered carriage, obviously. Travel, daylight, you're inside. Russell, you notice that the speed of the carriage picks up. Because he'll just go. Gretchen's a follower. She just follows along.
Well, they seem to listen to you.
Sometimes a little urgency in your voice helps.
This is
As
very
you speed
necessary.
along, as you all speed along, you're getting further and further down this road. You end up coming to the intersection that you turned off of to go towards the original estate that you all met at. Doesn't really matter who's up front, but every cart pulls to a stop. And you're noticing that the fog is now all around you, except for in one direction. A dirt path that currently didn't exist the last time you were here.
Are we all out of our carriages, like peeking at it?
I would imagine so.
Is the fog blocking the sun?
It's nighttime.
It's nighttime.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought because covered carriage traveling, I thought it was daytime already. Thought we had been traveling.
No,
long
you're
enough.
just
Okay.
in a covered carriage, just for clarity.
Okay.
Does the dirt of the path look at the same age as the rest of the dirt, or does it look new?
Roll. No, I'm not going to make you roll it because of who you are. It looks older.
This wasn't here before, but it's also aged. Anyone care to explain something like this?
I'm gonna roll investigation.
Sure. What are you looking for?
I guess any sort of inkling for what this is, why we've been brought here.
Okay. Don't worry about the roll. I'll give you a couple of clues. You, if I remember, can see basically an infrared at night, almost.
Yep.
Okay. You can't see through the fog.
Interesting.
And it doesn't smell wet.
Even more interesting.
You say this wasn't here before, Kuvira, yet I believe you are the one who wields powers of Earth, no? I think you of any of us would have an explanation for this.
Or
Dracula's
does
just
it just appear out of thin air? Material is moved, shifted, but it's neither created or destroyed. You, of all people, should know that.
Right. So it's not natural.
Dracula's going to confirm the fog is not natural fog. It's something magical.
Your powers of observation are unparalleled.
You are a level 3 barbarian, Marco, right?
Yep.
Your danger sense is fucking going.
He is on edge now, looking around. He's just fangs are starting to grow. Nails on his hands are elongating. Veins are just popping, and he's just getting more and more feral, ready to like kill.
Oh yeah,
He
baby.
looks around.
I take like 10 steps away from him.
I put my flesh golem between the two of us.
I pull my
Dracula
rapier.
just says something's here.
The part that's going to throw you off the most is I'm pretty sure most of you will notice, except for maybe Tara. The fog has slowly been moving in as you guys have been having this conversation.
Why? Tara has a passive perception.
Would she care enough to pay attention to that?
No.
You're not Chara.
No.
I love it.
Well, it seems to be guiding us in one direction. I think the question is, do we listen?
Did we invite them?
No.
Did I miss that part? Is it actually coming from one direction, or is it moving in like a circle?
Currently, it almost looks like not necessarily a circle, but it's a large semi-circle, most circle, obtuse circle, and it's kind of pulling in.
But you said there's like a path forward that is very clearly the only...
It's in the opposite direction of where the fog's moving.
Fetch woman. Come here a moment.
Like, no. Ew.
How close am I to her?
Wow. 10 feet, probably, I would imagine.
Interesting. Can I quickly run up to her and throw her into the fog?
Allie, you've got her
No.
character sheet.
You know what?
You can
Rude.
try.
Yeah, you can try.
That would be in athletics for a grapple to start.
Oof. You had to say athletics. Oof.
Mhm.
I have disadvantage.
Go
with
ahead and
that.
roll Gretchen's.
I will. That'll be a 23.
That'll be a 9.
Yep. So you run up and you go to grab her, and I'm going to assume Dracula's going throat grab. If that's okay to flavor that way.
Yeah, it's not a grapple, right?
You're going to have to grapple her to control her before you throw her.
Well, then is that still athletics? Because I actually have a thing here for rolling grapple.
Okay. Which is contested athletics.
Oh, it says here. Is that what it is? It says DC 8 plus proficiency bonus plus strength.
You've said new?
Isn't that the new rule? for
Yeah,
grapple?
it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do I have the new sheet? What? I try to get legacy for everything.
Oh, that's all good.
I don't
What,
think
read
when
out
it
what you
comes...
just said it was again?
It said DC equals 8 plus proficiency bonus plus strength.
I mean, that's still not gonna
That's still
get to a 20
Yeah.
Is that to
something unless
grapple you?
That's their instead of you
Their-
contest
you-
roll, it's a
yeah.
set DC, and then whoever
Okay.
you're trying to grapple tries to beat it.
Yeah, you would have not
Yeah.
passed anyways.
And
Okay.
to clarify, I don't think we get to choose those actions, like whether or not we use legacy classes. The rules for actions in combat on our character sheets in D&D Beyond are updated to 2024. There's not a.
Well-
yeah. Go ahead.
you can
Anyways.
choose the previous, but if you haven't, you're right. It'll be the updated ones.
All good. So, how would you attempt to grab her in the first place?
Run up, grab her throat, and then just try to throw her.
Okay. So you run up and you're about to grab, like, you do actually get your fingers to touch skin. But before you can actually grab onto anything, she just, ew, and smacks your hand away.
Yeah, like what the hell, man?
Please, Count, control yourself. We are all concerned about what is happening here. We should not react against each other.
Or
This
down.
could be precisely what the heroes are after. In fact, I'm sure it is one of them who is tricking us in this moment.
Oh hell no! I'm not dealing with creatures now too.
Igor, come on. We'll see what this is about. And I'll start forward. I'll start down the path.
Okay.
Tara and Gretchen would link arms and follow.
Okay.
You know, you could have
Yes,
just asked
following.
the doctor to use the golem to touch the fog, right?
Say that again?
Looking at the count, basically, you know, you could have asked the doctor to use the golem to touch the fog, right? Well, it's kind of said out loud so that the doctor hears too, but
Igor, you heard. Extend your hand.
Walks over and extends his hand into the fog. Nothing currently happens.
Give me here. And I gesture forward and I put my goggles down and you'll see like him adjust some things and I just look at the state of like the stitches. Any small crawling necrotic damage? No.
Nope, looks fine.
It may be magical fog, but it is not at least harming him at all.
Okay, we get it. God.
And she'll start.
As you say that, you
walking.
realize that all of the different howls have been coming from many different directions.
Hey, Count.
Librarian.
Oh, you remembered. Are you coming? You gonna join the rest of us?
The count's already walking.
Great.
It's helpful. Thanks, Trey.
So I think we're all following.
All right. And yeah, Russell is as well. Bringing
I
the
would-
carriages.
Like,
I would imagine everybody.
cast mage armor. Just kidding.
Sure.
I
You
don't
absolutely
actually,
do.
hold on a second. I don't think it,
Oh yeah, Ronnie totally has mage armor. You're not killing my boy.
never mind. That would make my AC lower than it currently is. Ignore that.
Okay.
hilarious.
Can
The
I
path
just
is wide
go out
enough.
on a limb? Can I go
Yeah,
out on a
sure,
limb
go
here
for
and assume that Franklin always has cured leather on them? Because Igor.
You don't know. You haven't looked at my bean. Actually, you did, and you couldn't tell.
So the path is wide enough for all of you to bring your carriages. So you're more than welcome to jump back in and start
Cool.
working your way down this path. It's not more than 5 to 10 minutes before the path becomes unpassable with the carts. Foot walking wide enough for maybe a person and a half. So you're all going to have to disembark.
I get out, and at this point, you guys see that I have these long leather gloves on and a little satchel that I carry with me and everything. Big staff that I use to walk with.
Okay. Tammy has definitely changed her shoes out.
Mhm.
And she's packed more inside of Ronnie's sack.
I'm gonna walk up to where it starts to become that super narrow portion.
Yep.
And I'm gonna bend down and place my palm on the dirt and just feel for tremors of movement coming from up
Okay.
ahead.
Give me a perception roll.
Load.
I'm going to take the 23 on that one and say you have advantage too, because you're just in your element. Up ahead, no. You do not sense anything moving or any kind of disturbances in the earth up ahead about 60 feet. What you do notice is that I'm going to kind of go a little bit tough here for you, but essentially the vibrations go forward and eventually hit rock or like a cobblestone instead of dirt path at that 60 feet. However, 60 feet around you, as you're all dismounting and getting off the carriages, that fog is still right behind all of you. And from what you can tell, there are dozens of four-legged creatures around you all.
Creepy. I realize I'm not muted. That's creepy.
I suggest you all be on guard. We're not alone. At least surrounded, not ahead.
Yeah, Tammy pulls her weapon out.
Yep. Tara's got her long sword. She is not happy. This is creepy.
The doctor pulls out a scalpel.
You watch as Russell gets down off the carriage and kind of adjusts two rapiers at his sides and, all right, are you ready to get this done?
We are gonna look over at Tammy and be like, and Tarabelle and be like, where did you just pull those from?
I'll show you later. Or we can do it now. I like people watching.
All right, I'm leaving. Tara just starts walking immediately.
Yeah, I think the doctor has been at the front trying to get as far away as that. So Igor's right behind him, kind of big wall of a man as he's hurrying to whatever safety he hopes is in front of them, which is a silly notion to think of, but it maybe there's somewhere inside that they would be able to hide.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you all make your way down this path, and eventually you get to what looks like a huge courtyard, cobblestone, big fountain in the middle that is no longer running with water, but has an overgrown tree that twists out of it, and it's being branched and bushed together as it goes up. And at the other side of this courtyard is a massive manor, which I am changing scenes in Roll20 if nobody's paying attention.
I'm not.
Okay,
Someone in the house?
just to be clear. And as you approach, the fog is following quickly behind.
Come, I see a building ahead. Perhaps we'll find safety there. Are the lights on that are similar to this image, or is it dark?
It's dark currently.
Okay. I just wanted to clarify that. So no lights are on, but
Also, the skyscrapers in the background don't exist.
Thank you.
Gotcha. This is not
Okay.
Arkham's Insane Asylum.
No.
Okay. I think Vincent hurries forward to the door. Yeah, can I check and see if it's locked?
Certainly. It is not. But as you all, I'm going to assume all of you approach as well up towards the stairwell and getting to the front deck area.
Yes.
I'll probably at least 30 feet back from the rest of them, literally taking in how many windows, how many doors.
Okay. Everybody else approaches except for Kavera and Batar. The fog gets feet from you while you're observing the building. And you start to hear this loud growling coming from the fog behind you. The lightest footsteps of just paws hitting the ground as you watch the eyes first appear through the fog, then the teeth, and then the head of the biggest wolf you've ever seen in your life starts to come out of the fog. And as this is happening, you start to hear from way above in the sky 2 or 3 sets. As there you are.
My own dogs are howling in the background right now.
From the fog?
From the fog.
I immediately open the door.
Starts to take 1 step forward, and all of a sudden you hear a swooping of these wings and a huge, loud crunch. And the front half of the wolf falls out of the fog at your feet.
I don't think the fog is the place we want to be.
As TME2 just kind of walks backwards.
Yep.
And then
Doors
stands
open.
in the
Fine.
door.
Kavera, you're still kind of hanging out.
No, I'm starting to move forward.
Okay. You take a couple of steps backwards, when suddenly you just see something come snapping out of the fog and stab into the front half of the wolf. It just looks like a spear made of bone, roughly the size of a human torso, connected to different linkages of bone back into the fog, as it just pulls the rest of this wolf back into the fog, and you hear something enjoying its meal. And this fog is still moving towards you.
The Count is going to quickly pick up his pace and walk in.
I guess we don't have a choice, Tar.
Do I have to invite you in? I'm just kidding. Anyways,
Damn you.
the fog, Kavera, since you're probably the last one to come in, continues to move forward and stops right at the steps at the front deck of this manor. And as you look to the left and the right, the fog is pulled in close enough that it's surrounding the manor from the front that you can tell, but has stopped at it.
Before we came inside, was there a nameplate or a family crest or anything above the door? Nothing to denote. Okay, cool. Just checking.
No problem.
I'll
As you
stop
all
at the
make
door.
your way inside. You stop at the door? Okay.
No, I stepped through the door.
As you all step through the door, you're met with the first floor of this manor. Now, what I can do is...
Hey.
No, don't do that.
And while you're loading that, when I step in, like, is this some sort of game that you're playing, Doctor? A challenge?
Does this seem like something in my wheelhouse?
I don't really know you.
We don't know your wheelhouse, Doctor.
Oh, you're doing but that's hilarious.
That was funny.
It is not my fault you guys don't do your education. You don't know your peers. I am well aware of my equals. Perhaps you see me less. And that is your weakness. This is not my doing. and I will continue further in a little bit into the foyer.
All right, large creepy house, all to ourselves. I'm thinking we probably should stick together.
Like, yeah.
The tokens on this map are giving Whiplash vibes. It's incredible. I
It's
love
kind
it.
of like that meme of the girl that's like, like, don't want to like you, but I like you, but I don't want to like you.
The fact that Ron Swanson's token ring is like chains, hilarious.
I tried.
Thank you, JD.
No, this is so good.
Loving it
Russell,
so
where
far,
are you?
JD.
He's a halfling, by the way. Just
Ronnie
to
is?
give you- Yes. So he's a short little one, Ron Swanson with dreads.
Fantastic.
Love it. Perfect.
A halfling with dreads.
Yes.
Vibes. No notes. 10 out of 10.
Is it dreads or cornrows?
Oh, they're definitely cornrows. You're right. 100% cornrows.
Whatever. I'll make his later.
All right, Ronnie, stick close. I don't want you to get lost.
Russell, get the full block. I'll make his token later. All right. And you can all see the room currently, correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Just because I hate that I cannot see what you guys can see.
Oh, if you click on one of our tokens and then do Control L, it'll at least show you.
Oh, I know. I'd
Oh,
have to do
sorry.
it for everybody to make sure it's all working properly,
Yeah,
and
you're
it's
good.
quicker to ask.
It is.
All right, and you guys should have control of yourselves and your companions.
Yep.
So it was
Maybe
like,
Havoc for Russell?
Sorry?
Isn't that Havoc from Full Metal Alchemist?
Yeah.
A man of culture. I appreciate. Gene Havoc.
Can I
There's
start
so
looking
much
around
going
where
on.
we are? I will pull out
Absolutely.
a torch.
You gonna pull out?
So,
Right.
the minute you all
Yes.
walk into this room, it actually lights up,
Oh, cool. Good.
and you can all see.
My human eyes appreciate that.
The lights themselves are electric for anybody that actually has that kind of knowledge.
Do I see one of these night lights?
Yeah,
Is
they're
it
in the
like
roof.
overhead? Okay.
Dracula definitely has that knowledge, canonically, and he's intrigued by the house. This reminds me of my own castle.
The house itself is very well put together. Very elegant. You are currently standing on some of the nicest marble floors you've ever seen. Everything just looks a little dusty. However, put together, very well taken care of and maintained. Just not in a while. And those
Like, have
weird
they ever
little
heard of
tiny things are stairs
housekeeping?
going to the second floor.
Gosh, they are on another level today. Just the stairs? Do we also see any doors or other than the ones we came through?
Yep, there is a door to your left, a door to your right, and a giant ass door in front of you guys at the other side of the room.
Gotcha.
Mm.
This
Was there
seems-
furniture?
So the little green rectangles below you guys are like front tables. They have like some decorations, vases, some flowers,
Oh,
carpet
bad.
in the middle of the floor. Some pictures here and there.
Well, this was convenient. I do appreciate whoever's home. However, doesn't rule out that they're not the ones doing this. there are ways of wrangling cattle. Similarly, I
don't
glance over at
think-
Dracula.
We were invited here. You invited us to a place that wasn't even yours, and yet you had someone answer your door. So, stairway to the left, stairway to the right, door, door, door. Which do we want to do?
Would I, having grown up in a house similar to this, know that, like, traditionally there's a drawing room to the left, da 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 da? Like, is there, like, a general house layout of Big Manors that I could try and base my move upon? If I'm looking for a sitting room.
Yes. I think you're on the right track, and I think your character would kind of think about that. However, this manor is massive in compared to some of the ones you've seen.
Sure.
Though, that being said, you can probably ascertain that the big ass door in front of you that is like 15 feet tall and like 15 feet wide is probably leading to some kind of a either great room or
Yeah.
in some of the castles you visited, a throne room of some kind.
Yeah. Because the
And then
vibes
the
I'm
other two
getting is, like,
hallways.
main way forward, yeah. The coat closet or, like, traveling up. Yeah.
We could
I think
open
we should
it
just
every
go through
door.
the big
at some
doors.
point. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, yeah, we could do that. No, I like that plan too. Just opening all the doors at once.
Igor, and I gesture him over to the big door to help open that one when we're ready. While I stand safely in the middle of the room.
I can just, this is out of character. I can open up one of the doors with thaumaturgy, so I can do it in the middle as well.
Well, you should speak up and say it.
Yeah, in character.
Well, I mean, I too will open one of the doors with my own powers.
Maybe let's not open all the doors all at once. I feel like that's inviting disaster.
Coward.
I don't know if we should really be taking advice from a woman with one heel.
She changed shoes.
Oh, did you? Oh, my bad.
Maybe we shouldn't take advice from a woman wearing those shoes. Dracula did not say that.
Who are you speaking to?
Yes.
Are any of the handles on the side doors traditional metal handles?
Yep.
I can get the other one with my power. I'll say as I look over my shoulder at Dracula.
Tammy too is going to hold on. God. She's gonna walk over here and try and listen and see if she can hear anything through the door.
Nothing but silence. Shh. I said silence.
And like looking at all of you, like just eyeing you, especially Count, as she goes across to the other side. She's gonna listen as well.
Same.
Okay. All right, proceed with the kicking or the thaumaturgy on the 15-foot door. Go for it.
I'm going to open up this one. But we're doing it all together at the same time?
Unless there's objections.
I object.
Overruled, I think.
Ignored. On 3.
Great.
1,
I am going to move
2,
here.
and with a booming voice, Dracula's going to say 3. and the door's going to fly open.
Igor is a second behind.
And the right door?
Third.
Okay.
Using mold earth, basically do it with the metal bending, twisting the handle. If it opens, I'm twisting the handle.
That should have been like that. It opens. However, the big door does not.
Ugh, do I have to do everything myself? And
Yes.
Tarabelle would walk forward and like push Igor out of the way and cast knock on this door.
Sure. Which does what?
Choose an object that you see within range. The object can be a door, a box, a chest, blah, 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 that contains a mundane or magical means that prevents access. A target held shut by a mundane lock or that is struck or barred becomes unlocked, unstuck, or unbarred. If it has multiple locks, only one is unlocked. If it's held shut by an arcane lock, that spell is suppressed for 10 minutes, during which time the target can be opened or closed. When you cast the spell, a loud knock, audible up to 300 feet, emanates from the target.
Cool. You cast knock on this door.
Does it open?
It does not.
Well, that's rude.
However, you make a really loud noise that echoes throughout the whole manor.
Well
I was really
done.
hopeful that I thought the door would open, honestly.
Igor, return.
In character, it would be like, she would say, seriously? That would be it.
I thought it was wonderful.
Who said that?
Gretchen.
Oh, Gretchen did. Okay. Who said that?
True friendship right there.
It is so appropriate.
If I lean back and kind of peer around into this hallway, does it seem empty?
I mean, other than so the bottom side of this map on the hallways are windows that just line the whole hallway.
Okay.
And they're big bay windows that are just think really pretty, like mansion style. Anyways. The other side, you do notice that there's a couple of tables, again, with more decorations, some art on the wall. Most of the art that you've seen so far is kind of like landscapes. Some you're familiar with, style-wise, not necessarily the exact landscape. Others, you're not sure.
Okay.
You're thinking somebody's imagination, essentially, when you see them. And at the end of the hallway, since I believe you should be able to see the whole hallway, is another doorway all the way down.
Yep.
And then the hallway also makes a turn to the left.
Well, it continues onwards, so we can likely to a kitchen, servants' quarters, a back entrance type deal. Anything up on the stairs?
In the second floor, Tammy, from what you can see, it's just hallways, essentially. And this whole kind of main foyer area does have a balcony, essentially, or like a walkway that does surround the whole thing and looks down. I would change the second floor map for you,
Yeah, you're
but
fine.
I feel like it's not necessary yet.
He just calls down.
Balcony. More hallways. More maze.
Well, that was anticlimactic. Do you just pick a direction and go?
I do not like putting my movements into fate's hands, but I don't know that we have choice.
So, like, do we want to just rock, paper, scissors this, or should we get like actual intelligent insight from either the general or our all smart count?
Unfortunately, I can't see through walls, so
Oh, well, you're free to walk through the doors.
so are you.
Which one would you like?
Are you left-handed or right-handed?
Both. Ambidextrous, bitch. Sorry.
For safety's sake,
It was perfect.
I am going to cast Unseen Servant here.
Yeah. Okay.
How do I make the token go up there?
Spells Unseen Servant. You should be able to click Unseen Servant and drag it over to where you're putting it. But you want to click on the actual wording, not the lines.
Aha! That is massive.
I think it said it covers a 10-foot radius, but
Does it?
I don't remember. I read it. If it's not, just I can just make it smaller.
It doesn't matter. I was just like, man, that's a big hand.
I don't know why I was
Um,
just about to be like, why can't I see this unseen servant?
Reasons.
Mainly because you're not looking down that hallway.
Yeah, I think that that's really what it is, but also.
After Tammy's remark about being ambidextrous, like, well, I'm not a general that lets everyone just do the dirty work, and I will cast Conjure Minor Elemental.
Sure.
I hit the character too. Okay. I'm getting used to this. Do I just drag a token from the spell thing?
Yep.
Alright. Bam. And I will cast it. How far away can I go? I'll put it up there.
Sure. So what are you guys hoping or expecting or thinking is going to happen when you put this stuff out there? Or what are you doing with it as your characters?
I'm hoping that it's just going to scout ahead for me a little bit
Sure.
and let me know if there's anything there.
Okay, I'll start with you then. A door, a couple of display tables, some art, another door, and the hallway makes a right. Kavera.
For me, it's having to kind of start walking forward, seeing if walking on the floor triggers any like traps or anything reaction from.
Sure. If you are you going to walk it kind of just towards the doorway at the end of the hall type deal? Okay, it gets all the way across with no issues.
Well, my friend wasn't blasted to death just walking across the floor, so that's a good sign.
Well, that's good. So then I guess we go right.
It's an option. I will go. And I'll look at Repertoire and just under my breath be like, can't have anyone else do it yourself.
I mean, that's normally how it goes, is it not?
Come on, martyr baby. Tammy too and Ronnie will start walking with you.
Sure. You guys walk into this first set of the hallway and notice it's much, much cleaner here. Mainly because Kavira just pulled all of the dirt in the area to make her little friend.
Listens to the store.
Nothing.
Hear anything?
Silent as a mouse.
For the more monetary of the villains here, the things you are seeing that are displayed on some of these display tables are like pure gold.
Tammy's just like, as she's passing each one, just like tapping a nail on it.
That'll be later. Mark that one down, Ronnie. That's definitely one we're taking with us.
You all make it to the end of the hallway without any issues.
Whoever lives here is very affluent.
Okay. So as I'm walking,
Oh boy.
as we're walking, Tarabelle and Gretchen are. Wait, do we control our NPCs or no?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Hands down, 100%.
In my head, I'm like walking by the store, and first, Tarabelle walks by, and she goes, "I'm not going to open this door. That seems like a silly idea." And then Gretchen goes and walks right behind her and goes, "Oh my gosh, a door!" And tries to open this door.
Sure. You can click on it, and it should open the door for you.
Can I have, just because I'm looking at this, is it cool if I have Russell go with the unseen servant while Dracula follows everyone else?
Sure.
And then you hear, "Oh my gosh, I found the kitchen." It's a kitchen. That's what it looks like. As she peeks her head in through the door.
Just let me know when you're going to move the unseen servant and Russell, Marco, so that way I know.
Gotcha.
And yeah, you see what looks like almost kind of like an industrial kitchen, and it's very well put together. It's very well laid out. Anything and everything you need is in there. Nothing's being cooked currently, but it's stocked and it looks gorgeous.
Oh, nice. There's a kitchen in there. It looks like a nice kitchen.
That would be good to know in case we are kept here longer than we wish. I assume most of us eat food.
That's a weird way to put that.
Yes. We all consume food.
Okay.
Roll your conception.
It's not. It's
I'm
not
just
as
kidding.
different.
I'm
It's
just
food.
kidding.
You say, just depends on what you consider food.
I'm pretty sure Dracula can actually eat food too. So
Yep,
I'm
yep.
just
And he drinks
fucking-
wine.
What is this again? What is this little guy?
That's my
Kavira's
little,
earth elemental thing, right?
yeah, my little mini earth elemental.
How cute! He's like a Groot version of Earth.
Hey, it may be small, but it's mighty.
Actually,
Alright.
no. I'm gonna keep going.
Okay.
yeah, the walls kind of lined up weird in some places. So
Yeah, I lost Ronnie in the wall.
I got him.
Thanks.
Ronnie, Ronnie was absorbed by the wall. The
Oh, I'm
first, first step.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Here to
Uh,
open this door, Gretchen? That's your name?
Oh, sure. Let me open this door. Gretchen opens this door.
I feel like we
Yep.
have found our our Patsy.
So
I totally thought
she
it was
opens
gonna
the
be my
door.
golem, but by all means, make Gretchen.
Oh, it's so great.
So Gretchen opens the door to a massive library. This thing is a good like 100 feet wide by like 40, 50 feet deep. It has a stairwell in it, like a spiral staircase in the one corner that goes up to the second floor, which is more books on the second floor. And this reaches from floor to ceiling of the entire mansion.
Tammy too, like when she hears something about like a library, you just hear heels clicking and she starts shoving through. She's like, get out of my way, get out of my way. It's so beautiful. This is the biggest library I've ever been in.
You have not seen Candlekeep, then.
Fuck you, bitch. It's nothing compared to this. I've brought library cards specially made for a place just like this. And she's gonna start looking
You're a very interesting
up and down.
creature, Tammy too.
I know my libraries, and I know my Dewey Decibel.
I respect that.
Yeah, are there any, like, as Tara walks through this space, is there any interesting book titles that pop out to her?
Well, let's start with what languages you speak.
Yeah, Draconic, Common,
Mhm.
and Goblin.
And secondly, how much time do you want to spend in here?
Like, not that long.
We wouldn't let you.
Probably nothing in the immediate vicinity when you walk in that
Oh,
stick
okay.
out to you. You're getting stuff that's like, I'm gonna say you're in like the medicine section, so you're seeing things like healing stuff, different medicines, different. Why am I blanking on the name? Damn it. Treatments on certain things, curing certain things, creating certain things.
This is boring.
Meanwhile, Victor picks out one of those books and goes, "This is fascinating."
Dracula's gonna
The book
appear
you probably
right next to you.
specifically pill out is a book on sickle cell anemia.
Okay.
Dracula's gonna appear right next to you and say, "If you want more knowledge, I can tell you. I can show you the true knowledge. I've been around for quite some time. A master of
I can show
alchemical
you the world.
science, medical science. What do you say, dear doctor?"
Yeah, if Dracula's paying attention at all, this whole bookshelf is very advanced medical information. Stuff that rivals what you have.
Dracula has, or the doctor has?
That Dracula has.
Oh. Interesting.
Let us repeat: we are not the big baddies in this world.
Does it look like most of these books are medical?
In the one section, yes. The one, like, as you move around the library, you're seeing history, you're seeing geography. Basically, you're seeing a lot of the sciences, you're seeing some fiction, you're seeing. Basically, if you're doing a quick run of it, it is organized in sections of what stuff is.
Any romance?
Probably.
Okay.
What are the romance titles?
Vincent.
One is actually called Wouldn't You Like to Know?
Wouldn't.
Well, well, well. Look what we have here. Ronnie, do you see anything that looks out of place here?
Can you do like an investigation check to see if?
Absolutely.
Okay. Specifically looking like for like book things that open other doors or secret
Sure.
things.
While that's
23.
happening, I would also turn to the Count and say, I do not doubt that we can be of use to each other. There will be time for that in the future if you consider my proposal and agree to it.
Dracula's gonna put a long nailed hand on your shoulder and just say, I think we can come to a mutually beneficial partnership, Doctor. I can help you unlock immortality. And he's gonna remove his hand.
Yeah, he, Vincent is reaching for it as you do to, remove it from his being and goes, I have no doubt. And then turns to Tammy.
He does not find anything that seems out of place. Everything here looks kind of the same as the rest of the manor. It just looks like it hasn't been touched in a while.
Oh, Ronnie. Okay. So, yeah, he would kind of grumble that to Tammy, and she would come back to the rest of you.
Okay, this library's a bust. Although several of the books were out of place. But I'm not touching them. Because no one's paying me to take care of this library, so maybe we should just move on.
Vincent closes the book he was reading, puts it delicately back on the shelf, sliding it into place, lining it up exactly where it was, very precisely, so that the dust marks kind of align again. Lets out a heavy sigh. Yes. We must ascertain who lives here.
It's the beauty of books, my dear. They don't go anywhere. We'll come back.
Oh, another door. You hear from the hallway.
Perfect. It's not the books that I'm afraid of leaving. Oh, look, another door.
What's behind door number 3?
Shit, I think I did the same thing. I lost Igor.
You did it!
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh.
So what you open the door to and walk into is a very large, elegant, extravagant ballroom.
Is this like a bar area over here?
Yep.
Ronnie, get me some drinks.
It's stocked.
Little halfling goes around, starts pulling down bottles.
And there's not been any other sound, no sign of any other life in here besides us.
Yeah,
Nope.
nothing coming down the. I've been purposely standing in the doorway in the hall, still watching behind us.
Mm-hmm. Nothing.
God, this wig cap is squeezing my brains out of my ears.
What are these white dots?
Chairs?
Or maybe high top tables?
Tables.
They're tables.
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
And there's a door.
Gretchen says excitedly.
The walls along the edges of this room, are there windows back to the outside, or are they just solid?
There are a lot of windows, actually, like huge open ones. Think Beauty and the Beast, like in their ballroom. Like those windows are massive. The fog is right there.
That's
Right
what I was
there.
gonna ask. Yeah.
I kind of figured.
Tara's gonna go on the stage
Okay.
and play a couple of keys on this piano just to see if it plays.
It does.
Okay.
In tune, I might add, if she can
Mhm.
tell.
She can tell.
Okay. And it rings very audibly throughout the entire ballroom. Like it's very acoustically built well.
Be a great room to throw a party.
I'll tell you what, dear. When we celebrate Waterdeep, we'll do it here. Or in a room this grand.
Will
Roll me a
save me a
perception, Marco.
Nat 20.
Cool, your unseen servant's gone.
Uh-oh. Well, actually,
It has an AC. It has HP. It's gone.
Yep. Okay. I was trying to see if it was like a distance thing or anything or a time thing. Nope. Uh-oh, Russell. My servant that I sent scouting the other way. I feel as though I've been disconnected from him.
Disconnected how?
It's no longer on this plane. Something.
So like he died.
Yes, I was going to get to that.
Where was he?
The other hallway.
You guess I chose right then. I purposely look over at Tammy.
Out of common courtesy, I think we need to prepare ourselves.
Prepare ourselves for what exactly? Wolves? Fog?
Something that can attack. I don't know what.
Seriously, all of your powers of observation pale in comparison to anyone else.
I think that was an insult. It was a good one.
Perhaps our best bet is to continue forward then. At least maybe we get the upper ground.
I'm watching behind. We can move forward. Nothing's behind us right now, but we shall see.
Gretchen, would you like to open the door?
Oh, for sure.
Oh no.
It looks like the kitchen again.
Why do I feel like I'm in a Dead by Daylight loop? Where's the pallet? Where's the pallet?
Oh, I missed that game.
Well, as I mentioned the high ground, perhaps we head back to the foyer and get to the stairs? Can we make out anything through the kitchen on the other end? Can we hear or see anything?
Here, no. See, I mean, you see the door on the other side.
Okay, but we don't see any movement. No.
Nope, not at all.
I go through the kitchen, see if there is someone following on the other side. I don't want to. I want to be back here. This way, though.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna have him basically go to the other end of the kitchen and poke his head out down here.
So when he passes his way through, he does notice the little hallway and the door in the middle of the kitchen that kind of goes through.
Oh,
But
okay.
there's nothing there.
Okay.
When he gets to the other side.
Kind of turns around, looks at me. All right, come back, come back. And then he'll stop here and just point. What is it? Gretchen, there's another door.
I'm on it. And yep, she'll rip through the kitchen, just open the door.
Oops.
And when you guys get there to see, it leads through a little hallway that goes through to another door. And it's in the middle of two of the big doors from the front area.
Does anyone else
All right.
get the feeling of being a rat in a cage right now?
Yes, I definitely don't think we should be separate from each other.
I will call back to the others. Hallway, more doors. Seems to be through what would have been the big ones. Perhaps we bar the exits behind us so that we may at least hear them opening.
That's a fair point. I'll bring my through and then. Or
We do have a way of setting an alarm, as it were, if we would like to see if there is something actually following us. A small spell that would just give me a mental notice, not like throwing open a door loudly or anything, but
I think we already know that we aren't alone, clearly. So maybe save your energy. It will come for us one way or another. It always does.
would still like to know what it is.
Wouldn't we all?
Igor, shut the lower door. Gonna have him walk over here and shut this door.
Sounds good.
Igor.
So he still understands speech then.
He does. Does not speak much, though. But I have taught him many languages. Oh no, we lost Allie.
Continue to move as you like.
Is there as much dust in the kitchen here?
Oh yeah, it's been pretty consistent.
Hey.
Oh, she
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yay! Okay.
Yay!
OBS just like stopped working completely. So I
Or
don't know.
are those like ovens, basically? Like brick ovens on the sides or something? Or...
Yep.
I'm gonna put my hand towards one. Do I feel any heat coming off of it?
Not at all.
I think we should continue forward. We should get to the staircases.
Gretchen,
Yeah.
look at all these doors.
Well, now you're just being patronizing.
No, look at the wood grain on them.
Dracula goes up. Dracula says to Gretchen, I would not open those doors, young fletched thing.
Are you offering instead?
No, I'm hoping that she tries to disobey me and opens the doors regardless.
I believe they call that reverse psychology, Doc.
You and I both know that, Doctor, but I don't know if this librarian understands the concept.
You don't know anything about me, sweetheart.
Tammy 2 is like the villain of reverse psychology.
Even Kuvira is like,
Yeah.
cool, Dracula. I'm like,
Wait, so we decided we don't want to open these doors?
No, we totally want to open these doors.
There's no
Above
going
the
back,
table. Yeah.
only forward.
Guys, I forgot how much I hate earbuds. Holy shit.
Well, then we should just open the doors.
Just open them. Wide open.
So who's gonna open the doors? Gretchen looks around at everyone nervously now.
Igor, go on. Rumbles forward. He'll start with this top one.
Doesn't budge.
Goes around. He'll check all of them.
Sure. And the other, well, the other one opens the other side,
Okay.
and so the big ass main door this time,
Interesting.
and it actually pushes out into the foyer from where you guys are.
Oh. Was it a push, not a pull, or a pull, not a push? Is that why we couldn't get it open?
No, but given the size of them, you notice that they would. Essentially, you pushed it; it opens back into the foyer, but you can see it's kind of like a double hinge, so it will come back this way.
Gotcha.
So it'll actually block this hallway to stop these other two doors being accessible.
Oh.
Oh.
Definitely make that note to everybody. Yeah. This could.
You guys make your way into the formal dining room.
Yeah.
did no one ever open the door down here?
That goes back
Yeah.
into the hallway we walked through. I actually closed
Okay.
it. Yeah, that was the
Okay.
one that
I'm making sure.
Igor closed. Igor.
Shall I attempt to close the big doors here?
I would say use your judgment. You are the tactician after all, General.
And since you are the one kind of lingering at that door, the other hallway door that you guys did open is closed.
Technically, I was gonna close it. Or did it close naturally?
The one that Russell went through?
Down here.
Ah, okay. Never mind.
Yeah.
It's closed. Okay. Well, might as well seal this off. Less intrusion. So, me, Batar, and my mini elemental. We'll try to shut the doors.
Yeah, it closes.
All right, this is getting annoying. Tammy's gonna walk out and open this door.
Sure. Goes out into a hallway.
Motherfucker.
Gretchen's like, I'm so fucking tired of doors now.
I'm tired
Tammy's,
of these
like, in the middle of the
motherfucking
hallway.
doors in this
Yeah.
motherfucking manor, and I'm stuck in the wall.
Like Tammy's in the middle of the hallway, like hands on her hips, looking around. All right. Whoever's in this house, you come out right now.
Pretty sure that's the hallway where my unseen servant and Russell might have died.
Great.
You get no response.
Do they see your carriage driver? Russell, was that his name?
That was his name.
What's his name? Oh,
Yep, nope. He ain't there.
are these like cabinets, wardrobes?
Cabinets. They've got like cutlery and display dishes and things like that. And then the ones that don't quite look like they look more like chests than the cabinet portions. They're kind of like display tables where it looks like they'd put food or things like that when they brought it out.
DM, real quick.
Yeah.
Can I
Answer that.
wait? What?
I almost did not answer that.
I almost instantly answered to it.
You're not DM, Megan.
It's
Not-
that's just
not for
I'm
next
used to
month.
hearing that in your voice.
Pretty much.
Not for the next month. Can I investigate for blood as a vampire?
Sure, none.
Wait, what?
I'm not going to make you roll for it. There is none.
Oh, okay. I heard you say sure not, and I was like, what? So can I? Can I not? What? There's no blood here. Russell?
Yeah, no, you're not getting a response.
Are they actually flowers on these tables?
Yep.
Fresh?
Nope. They are covered in the same layer of dust as everything else. But
Are
they
they
are
plastic or are they real?
they're real.
But they're, when you say covered in the dust, that means that are they also very brittle looking, like truly look old, or just stopped and aged?
They just look like normal flowers covered in dust.
All right. You can tell I'm getting serious because I lost my accent. What's behind this door?
Open it.
Okay. It's a pool.
Oh hell no!
It's a pool.
It is absolutely cool. And 3 little sitting water areas. And you can just tell from looking at them, the steam coming off them, they're very hot water.
Ooh, I love the fact that the columns move. I don't know why. That really tickles my fancy.
Ooh. Gretchen will lean down and like touch the water
Of the pool or the little hot tubs?
of the pool.
The pool is nice warm water.
Oh, it's nice.
What was this thing right here in the middle of the pools?
Big ass column.
Just a big ass column. Okay.
Did I put that there as a oh, sorry, no, that's like a stone seating area. So like when you come out of the hot tubs, you can sit on it.
You know what my intrusive thoughts are saying above table real quick? My intrusive thoughts are saying, what if JD just made all of this up to fuck with us, and there is no big bad villain.
Could you imagine?
That would be the biggest mindfuck of all time.
We're just doing a maze over and over again. Just going in circles.
Since you
scariest-
stepped in this house, the next day we'll just restart.
The scariest part is our imagination.
Yes.
And the nightmares you created along the way.
I apologize. I stepped out for a second. Did you say the columns move?
Oh no, it was
Just
just,
the
just an
lighting
effect. Like when you move around
Got it.
them,
When you move
not
around.
as move.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
it just I thought it was really
Dynamic
cool.
lighting. So fun.
Mm.
Y- yeah, these hot tubs, the water's warm.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Tammy's gonna pull a boot off, dip a foot in.
I'm thinking this is a good place for us to stay for a while. I mean, what's the worst gonna happen? The big bad guy's gonna show up? Whoever invited us here?
We could drown for one, boil alive for another.
We could also enjoy ourselves.
Has the creepy factor left? Like I guess the fog gave me a sense of foreboding. Seeing that
Mhm.
thing outside, like, do we feel at ease in here at all, or does our paranoia continue to? Like, I guess, is there anything magically telling me, or anything ambience-wise that tells me this is a safe place, or is my paranoia? Am I free to let run on that paranoia?
You tell me.
Cool. No doubt. Yeah. I don't think sitting still is a good idea.
I just imagine Tammy all of a sudden having a glass of wine.
She did get drinks in the ballroom. She totally brought
She
it
is
with her.
walking
Yeah.
around with like a bottle in one hand. Yeah.
Totally could see that.
Still think the upper ground would be the better advantage. Getting back to the stairwell, getting upstairs. You're welcome to stay. That is just where I see
Oh
myself
no,
relaxing to.
no. I would be glad to lead all of you along. Come along, pets.
Wait, what's wrong with Tammy's little counter thing?
What do you mean?
It looks like it's transparent.
Your token right now is also because you're in the lighting effect.
Oh, that must be what it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm ethereal, baby.
Is there a way out, or do we need to go back through the door we came through?
Gotta go back through the door.
Okay.
Oh, well,
Has
this
this
is
door ever looked at?
We have not looked at that one
I
yet.
didn't think so. Okay.
Well,
There's still
we
one more door
haven't.
down.
Russell might have.
Well,
All right, one more door. One more door. One more door.
We're gonna celebrate.
One more door. Oh, it's a hallway.
Imagine that.
Not quite.
Oh! There's a sarcophagus.
You are in what looks like a museum, is the best way I can describe it. There are displays for weaponry, different things and artifacts found around the sarcophagus, 5 large suits of armor, all of them a different set. I guess if Kavira goes in, because you would
Don't
be
be
the
a
only one.
coward.
what did you say?
Come on, don't be a coward hanging around the hallway.
at least someone is watching our backs.
The last person that watched our back disappeared.
I've technically been watching it the whole time. Not in that way. But fine.
Again.
So you'll be the only one to notice that a couple of them are made of metals that you've never seen before.
I immediately
even
walk up to
Dracula?
one that whichever one.
Sorry? Not even Dracula? No, not even Dracula.
This is unusual.
Explain.
The car, I've never seen something like this. What is...
I'm so curious.
Okay. Sorry, I have to pause you for a second there, Kara. So Tammy,
Oh.
since you're close, as well as Gretchen and Tara.
Oh.
I'm fucked up.
No, not yet. So,
Yet.
in this
I don't like that. Not yet.
just below you, you both are. I guess Tammy's not that close. Sorry, just Gretchen and Tara. You are currently looking at. Did I make one that's not? Okay, I will not. This in there. A sword. The sword is a darkness, or a dark metal that you've never seen before in your life. It is extremely black, and you can see almost like a purple wisp of energy moving around the blade as it sits in a locked display case. And it looks like no, okay. And then in the display case, there's a panel in the front of it with a placard, and it says "Pain and Torment." And it looks like that.
Wow.
That's sick. I'm not next to there. I can't see it, but as a player, that's sick.
That's awesome. That's really cool. It just, it's not going to go with my outfit. So I'm not going to touch it. And Gretchen would go, yeah, black and purple is so last spring. But I'm not going to touch it, even though
Okay.
I want to touch it.
Anyways, sorry.
Face.
So, two of the suits are not of a metal that you've ever seen, either Dracula or Kavira. It just seems of a different metallic makeup of materials that you've never experienced before, is the best way I can put it for both of you.
I'm gonna walk up to one of them and do a brief, just like knock on it.
Sure. The one you tap, you hit. You're used to when you tap a metal, you can see everything within it because of the vibrations that go through, as well as you feel the vibration come back. When you tap this one, it's like it's dead. There is no vibration.
This quite literally is not of this world.
What makes you say that?
I've never, on all my travels, come across a metal quite like this. Not saying that it's impossible, but for it to behave completely different from every other metal entirely is disconcerting.
Perhaps Perhaps it has been transmutated through some sort of alchemy. Here, let me take a look, and I'll get closer, pull my goggles down.
Sure.
I'm not expecting anything more, but just the hubris of me, that's what I would do.
Absolutely. Are you touching it all or doing anything to kind of like test it or just kind of taking a deeper look?
I'm going to use my goggles of minute seeing, essentially. It's basically just looking for anything specific, any marks, any like that, but I'm not touching it yet.
So every suit of armor does have a crest of some kind
Okay.
embossed on it somewhere. This one particularly is like the upper chest, kind of like a badge, essentially, area where you'd see that stuff. Nothing nothing that rings any bells or any books that you've seen. The material itself looks like a normal metal. Like when you have assessed things before, it looks like it's been made like a normal metal. It's been hammered, pounded, crafted into what it is. It's just, it's not of a material that you've ever seen.
Okay. I'm going to roll a curiosity check.
Sure.
If I roll above a 10, I touch it. That's a 13. So,
And we're stuck with the armor, right?
yes.
Okay. Yeah.
So I think I just go,
It
this is
feels like-
fascinating, and I just will
Yeah.
start to touch it. Yeah.
Yeah, it just feels like metal.
Okay.
It's just normally, I guess the easiest way to put it, you know how you brush down metal and you feel that kind of like humming almost, like the vibration. There isn't any of that.
I see what you mean. It is exceptional. Unlike anything I've experienced either. I don't think it's any alchemical significance. I would not rule out any extraplanar theories then.
What's the intelligence roll for?
Shit, I don't touch it. Player Allie wants to touch it, but my characters are not touching it.
The sword? Is it a short sword or a long sword?
Kind of looks like a short sword, but it's like in between.
Tammy will walk forward and push between the two girls.
All right. It's time for a woman to take handle of this baby.
She's gonna reach forward and grab it.
It's a locked cabinet.
Gonna smash it.
Roll me. No, I'm not gonna make you roll it. No.
It doesn't work. Okay.
No. It's very odd. You hit with like a good amount of strength, but it's kind of like this. I can't say the same as the armor because you weren't there, but it's almost like the force is deadened.
Does it make any noise when they do
Ooh.
that?
It makes a little bit. It sounds just like a deadened thud.
Just as long as
So
it's
you
not
guys-
a giant noise again.
Oh, well, I was
Also,
just thinking, I wonder if I could open it.
I think you
myself.
should. I feel like that knock thing did. Or just, open it. Can you open it? Can you open
Wait,
this?
DM said also. Hold on. Also what?
there's just a giant portrait above it of like a knight hero looking dude holding this sword and like a combat scene.
Holding a sword or holding this sword?
This sword. And everything he's fighting looks like a demon.
Vincent scoffs. See? And they say we have hubris.
I just really feel like this sword's meant for me.
What are your guys' passive perceptions?
19.
14.
Dog
18.
shit.
15.
Okay.
What number is dog shit?
11.
Good to know from now on.
I have a passive
right.
investigation of 18, but
Same. I take it you have high intelligence.
I am an artificer.
So you
Wizard.
said
Yep.
2 of the statues were unknown.
Mhm.
What are the other 3 then?
Adamantine. Some kind of hardened steel. It is a metal you know. It's built in a way that is unusual and new to you. And then the other one looks like it's like I want to say it's a steel like suit of armor. Like you can tell that if you were to touch it, but it's plated in gold. So it's a very shiny set of armor.
Do any of them look like the armor of the guy in the picture?
No, they do not.
Does it look like human,
Yes,
or does it matter?
Can I
it
walk
does.
up?
And he does look mostly human from what you can tell. Given the way the painting's done, it's hard to tell size or structure, yada yada, but it looks human-ish.
Can I walk up to the one of the armors that are made of material that we're not familiar with?
Yeah, you can do that.
Can I remove the gloves from one of them? Like the gauntlets, the forearm hand parts.
Sure.
Okay, I'd like to put them on and then use them to smash that box.
Okay. The one that Kavira was touching, or the other one?
You mean box or armor?
The armor.
The one made of the material that we're not familiar with.
There's 2 of them.
Oh, I guess either. Does it matter?
Yeah.
Okay, so that's a hint.
DM,
Because
can I adjust my glasses and cast see invisibility, by the way?
Yeah, sure. You see
Actually,
everything as you see
what the
it.
fuck am I doing?
It just lasts for an hour, so I will maybe point that out. But
I just realized. Oh, what the fuck am I doing? I'm going to touch the one that Kuvira didn't touch. And I'm going to cast Identify.
Sure.
I just fucking wizard shit that I don't. This is why I'm a rogue. I just stab things.
you say as someone who uses their warlock abilities more than their rogue abilities now.
Hit and run tactics are coming. I should be untouchable. So I cast
Identify, if I remember correctly, only tells you
School.
the spell and the material.
I think it's actually the School of Magic, right?
It says here, if it's a magic item or other magic imbued item, you learn its properties, how to use them, whether it requires attunement, and how many charges it has, if any. You learn whether any spells are affecting the item and what they are. Okay. So I know nothing about it.
There is nothing magical about this armor.
Okay. Well, I'm still going to take off the gloves, put them on, and I'm going to smash that box.
Okay, if you're going to do those ones specifically, you walk up and you don't even hear the deadening sound anymore. It's just because both things absorb vibration.
But it doesn't.
So wearing those gloves, hitting it, nothing happens.
So what do you give me if I open this box for you?
What you doing?
Say that to?
I said that to you, to Tammy too. TT.
Oh. I can show you the world. Or I can show you the house. Which one?
Well, I think it's only fair if you're going to get something out of it that I get something out of it.
Of course. Of course. I could give you like a few hours with Ronnie if you would like.
No. I want a few hours with your man thing.
Dracula is disgusted by this.
Would you like money, gold, beaches, I can get you tons of that.
Mm. Does it look like Tammy has anything of value on her?
I mean, she's her outfit's like slutty librarian. You don't see like any riches upon her.
Hmm.
Roll me intelligence rolls, both Tammy and Tara. Just because time limit and there's a whole second floor.
Oh shit, there is a whole second floor. Well, I crit fail. I crit fail
Okay.
on it.
This is like the why is the chair in the middle of the room scene.
Actually, quick question: what time are we going until today, guys?
Night.
Kind of supposed to be now, I think, but yeah, we're gonna.
That's
That's
right.
why he's trying to move us along.
Yeah.
That's what I thought I remembered. Okay, yeah.
Sorry, forgot. I forgot about
No,
that.
nothing to be sorry about.
I expected this.
Honestly, 10 is an easy one. I'm just going to give it to you. This entire house, nothing's been locked. This is the one goddamn thing that is behind a lock, key, and vault.
Okay. So then Tammy would be like, okay, look, Tarabella, my girlfriend.
This entire place has been unlocked. We've been able to walk through here completely freely.
Oh, and there's a little hidden, not hidden shelf, but a literal drawer underneath the nameplate. In this case,
These are the only things that are locked. Also, can you read that nameplate on here?
Terror and Doom.
pain and torment.
Pain and Torment.
But you were close.
See, that's the kind of thing that I feel like I was meant for.
Roll a persuasion check.
17.
I don't know. Oh, okay, yeah. Tara Bell just kind of shrugs and goes, ugh, fine, if it'll get you to stop talking about it. I'm gonna cast Knock on it again.
Okay, you hear a click.
It opens.
You're so wonderful. So wonderful.
Opens it. She'll grab it.
Okay. So you reach down and grab the hilt of this sword, and you watch as the black begins to move over your skin and meld into your wrist. And all of a sudden, you are locked to the sword.
Oh, I love it.
It is now molded one with your entire forearm and wrist, and you're holding onto it.
Oh, so I'm not like paralyzed. It's just, it is locked to me.
Yep.
You are now Tammy Scissorhands.
And here you go.
I think.
So the stats are now in the handout that I showed earlier.
Okay.
Nice.
You said this is a short sword, right?
It can be either or.
That is one heck of a curse.
Mm-hmm.
Wowzers.
Did you say the sarcophagus theme was also locked?
No. There's a
Oh, what? There's a
velvet
drawer.
around the sarcophagus, but yeah, there's a drawer on the display that the sword was in.
What's in the drawer? Is it the key?
Are you opening it?
Yeah.
There's a little, like, folded sheet of paper that's just sitting in there.
Says
Oh,
do not touch.
what does it say?
You open it up, and it says, "He who touches this blade may never put it down."
And now the note forms to your hand. You can never let it go.
Huh. And then Terabelle will just fold it, put it back, and close the drawer.
Okay.
I am going to take my glasses off and say, the devil is in the details. Clean the lens, put them back on so I can see my invisibility, and I'm going to start heading back to the staircase in the foyer because I have been wanting to be at the higher ground.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Tammy,
Dracula's
how
gonna
are you
follow.
holding that sword?
How am I holding it?
Yup,
One-handed or two-handed?
Oh, one.
one-handed. But blade out and up and ready to fight, or are you going to try to put it down?
I mean, if it's stuck to her hand, you would kind of see her doing one of these.
Mhm.
Shit. Ronnie, grab the other end.
She'll try and like have him try to pull it out of her hand. She's gonna try and drop it, but I assume she can't.
No, it's literally like the metal of the sword is now become your skin,
Okay,
and you are melded to the sword.
so it's a sexy sword now then.
Yeah.
Great. So I mean, she's just
open or not.
gonna like hold it and like let it kind of drag along on the floor next to her.
I need you to roll the damage of the sword, then, please.
Is that 1d8 plus?
That's 3d10.
Why 3? Oh.
Yeah, plus the shatter damage.
Oh my god.
It helps if I actually read it without just writing the notes. Okay. 3d10. Ronnie.
Well, one, if he grabs the blade, he's taking that first set of damage.
9.
Wow, that's terrible. But okay.
I can't hurt my Ronnie.
Well, plus the 1d8 for the sword and your strength, and then the shatter damage.
So 9 plus. Oh no! Wait.
So you weren't joking about killing us. You're
Plus-
just coming up with clever ways to do it. Got it.
So
It was locked.
12 plus my strength is plus 1, so 13 damage.
Okay, so Ronnie takes 13 damage, and it almost sounds like his hand explodes or the bones shatter in his hand when he
Jesus
goes to grab the
Christ.
blade.
Oh.
Oh, Ronnie!
And then I need you to re-roll that damage all over again. The second you drop the tip of the blade towards the floor.
Do I take half of that?
Oh yeah, you take half of what Ronnie took.
Okay. That's 6.
Yeah.
Roll it again. Okay, so 3d10, 2, 3 plus 1d8. Oh, fuck you. 25 plus 3, 28.
So you take the full 28 damage as the tip of the sword drops from being in the ready to fight position.
Oh.
You realize with your intelligence that you may never put this sword down.
I might have made a mistake. But I love it. This is good, Torment. This is good. Ronnie, I need you to lead me for a bit, okay, baby? She'll just hold it up.
Okay. So everybody moves back to the foyer. I'm going to assume,
Head
and heads up
stairs.
to kind of speed this along a little bit because I know people are tired and work. So I will go up to the second floor for everybody.
So I just finally I saw the Thor gif and I thought it was just a hammer going through it. I finally just saw the full completion and I'm just kind of like, oh fuck.
Oh, that makes me so happy.
Okay. Did I fuck up? I did, so I need to make it more permanently small.
I definitely had to remove my wig cap. It was I put the wig back on, but the wig cap itself had to go.
Yeah, I feel like the wig cap's always itchiest.
This one, the elastic on it was just insane. It was like squeezing my temples so badly.
Yeah.
Let you have vision. That's probably. I did a stupid and put you all on the fucking GM level. Perfect. Better.
Hey!
Whoa, we are tiny. There we go. Had to zoom in.
So, top of the stairs. Second floor.
Oh, I see. Okay.
More doors.
So many more doors.
I will start going left. I'm gonna have Igor go up to this first door
Sure.
and give it a shot.
Yep. Bedrooms.
Okay.
You hear from the other side of the hall. Bedrooms down here.
Bedrooms as well.
More bedrooms.
Bedroom. Bedroom. Ooh, a door.
Locked door. Down here.
I found an unlocked door.
The one you open up, Allie, opens up into the balconies that are outside.
Oh, okay.
And the fog is
What's she doing?
right there.
Oh, okay. Nope, closing that door back.
I'm gonna open this door at the end here.
Sure. Second floor of the library.
Oh, ho, ho. Books, you say?
We already saw this, man. We were downstairs.
But more books. My REM is coming out.
All right, I'm gonna keep going down this hall. Yeah.
Oh, a locked door. Damn.
Still nothing trying to come up the stairs as everyone's running around.
Nope, nothing.
Oh,
So-
a piano.
The door opens up to an office, more books, desk, bunch of other stuff. Gretchen and Tara, you open your doors, and it's a big music room. And as you're walking in, you can hear Gretchen just go, "This sucks. Why can't we go somewhere cool? Especially on my birthday."
Wait, it's your birthday?
Yeah, that was
Ooh.
today. And as you both turn to leave the room, the piano behind you starts to play.
Oh God.
Oh, that's creepy. Is there anybody sitting at the piano?
There is not.
Oh.
It's getting pretty late in the evening at this point. We're talking early hours of the morning with how long it's taken you guys to traverse this whole manor. You may continue on.
Well, if we can't keep finding anything, perhaps we just choose a bedroom and sleep.
You hear a very loud creaking come from downstairs.
Right.
In the sense of like marble creaking, wood creaking.
So from where you are, Kavira, it's wood, and it's the doors below you. And the sound sounds like it's coming from below you.
You okay, Megan?
Megan's realizing she was never meant for these kind of games.
Too late. You're in it with us now, DM.
I'm going to move us back down to the first floor.
You're a player now.
Mm.
I love the ambiance.
How did we get back to the first floor?
I'm moving you
Hand
down.
wave.
Megan's like, I'm not going down. I'm not going down.
What's happening?
Hand wave.
A little bit.
We all run Clue movie style to the
Yeah.
room with the piano downstairs.
Pretty much.
Oh,
There we go. There. And both of these doors are open.
They're open.
Wait, did we just magically appear down here?
No, I kind of moved you down here.
So I think the idea is that we are just drawn to what's down there, and I think it's just
So we moved
yeah,
down that
yeah, we
way.
walked
Gotcha.
of our
This is
own
mostly
fruition.
because I know you guys have to sleep.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Victor will walk. God, I'm just gonna go with it. Victor. It's not Vincent. I was trying to not name him Victor Frankenstein, but I've been reading Frankenstein for the last 2 weeks. So Victor will continue forward.
All right.
Yep. So will Gretchen and Terrible.
I was going to say, you guys don't have to move per se, because I'm going to move you maps again.
Okay. Oh,
oh hell no.
Hare Krishna!
And this room is massive.
yeah.
Yeah, it looks small.
Black marble always means evil.
Noted for your campaigns. Any black marble.
Black marble evil immediately. Full stop.
That's getting ran into the evening echo next time. This just in, viewers. Black marble used by villains.
So you will walk into this throne room, essentially, and you're met with these huge 6 looming statues that are on either side of this walkway that leads up to what looks like a throne, essentially. And there are 4 empty sections to either side, 2 on either side, that look like they should contain statues of some kind, but don't. And as you all walk in, the music stops. And you start hearing from the back of the room. Bum 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 bum. Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream.
Bum, bum, bum,
Make
bum.
him the cutest that I've ever seen. Give him 2 lips like crimson and clover. And tell them that their lonesome nights are over. Hello, friends. As this grotesque figure comes walking out, dragging Russell's body. And that's when we'll end tonight's session.
My emergency food.
Did he sound like a pirate? That was
What?
that was oh no.
Wait, where is he on the map? Because I don't see him.
He's not there yet.
We'll get
Oh
that
God.
reveal next session, I'm sure.
Okay, so next
Oh my
Saturday.
goodness. Yep, next Saturday.
This was so.
Sounds-
This was fun.
JD, I love it. I love it, love it, love it.
Yep.
Megan, I miss
Thanks for
our
letting me do
campaign,
this, guys.
but this is going to be a nice